Hello everyone, welcome back to Sketch by Sketch. Today we're going to be drawing in the sketchbook and I'm going to be showing you how I take a real life picture, like an action shot like this, and turn it into a drawing. So here are the reference photos we're working with. These are from a Steve Vai concert that I recently went to. If you haven't heard me talk about on the channel before, I also play electric guitar and I absolutely love it. And he is one of my favorite guitarists and I was fortunate enough to get to see him, and I took some really cool pictures from the concert and I just wanted to make some art for my studio from these photos. So we are drawing Dante Frisello and Steve Vai today. Those are the two guitar players in the band, and I already did the original sketch of Dante over in the other page. As you just saw, we're going to clean that sketch up a little bit. It's a little messy, but here I started working out the drawing of Steve, and I decided that this could be a good video idea. Because a lot of times I do have these kind of more action shots, real life poses that I want to draw, but when I start drawing, it just feels very stiff and it's a little bit harder to draw than just maybe a character just standing there. You have to make sure everything is proportionate. You know, it looks a little bit different when you're doing a pose like this. So my main tips is, as you can probably see what I'm doing here, is I'm just blocking out shapes for each part of the body. I'm using circles for joints like the shoulders and elbows, and I'm using kind of like square and rectangle like shapes for the hands, and a large square for like the torso area. Now this is a little bit different because I am drawing a guitar in this photo, and it's a bit hard to draw the guitar at this angle. As you can see in the picture, it's kind of sideways and you can see the edge of it. So this was a bit of a challenge. I think I did okay with it. It's not perfect. The guitar is a little bit weird in this one, but that is okay. Once you have your original shape, you can work on that as long as you want, getting the basic shapes down. Don't worry about adding details or anything. Just keep it really light with your pencil and draw out the shapes. If you even need to just print out your photo and trace over some shapes with it, that's okay. Just get a basic outline, kind of like I did here. And then once you have that, you can start blocking in some details. Like I actually defined a little bit of his hand and added some fingers, and now I'm starting to add bits of the face and a little bit of the hair. So you want to make sure you have that basic foundation before you start adding any details. And really, when it comes to the details, that's more of your personal style, depending on how you like to draw things. If you want it to look more realistic, then you can go in from that approach. Today I'm doing a cartoon drawing, so I'm keeping everything very stylistic and simple here today. But again, make sure you have the basic structure before you start adding the details, and make sure you're drawing really light with your pencil so that you have room to make mistakes. Here I'm just looking at the reference, trying to get his face as accurate as I can. I did plan on posting this to my Instagram. I don't have an Instagram for my art, but I did recently get one for my guitar channel. If you guys haven't checked that out, please do. I would really appreciate it. I have a new channel called Guitar by Emily where I do guitar covers. But anyways, after I finished, I'm going to do a little story time here for you. After I finished this drawing, because I'm doing a voiceover right now, I took a photo of it and I posted it with the original reference photo to my guitar Instagram story. And my friend sent me a text probably, I don't know, an hour after maybe less than that, after I posted the story, and said, "Hey, Dante just reposted your story." And if you're not familiar, Dante is the other guitarist in this video. He is the one who kind of encouraged me to start the guitar channel, and because I was able to talk to him at the concert, and he actually was my first follower on Instagram, so that is crazy. So much fun. But anyways, so he reposted my drawing, and he has like a lot of followers, and he's like Steve Vai's guitarist, which if you're an artist and you don't like guitar, that probably doesn't mean much, but Steve Vai is like the best of the best. So that was so cool that he reposted my drawing on his story, and that I just absolutely love that. That was so nice of him to do that, and he told me that he really liked the drawing and it was cute, so that was really awesome. So there's a little bit of story about the art that we're drawing today. Probably none of you are interested, but I just had to share. Alright, so I'm working out the details still here. Those fingers gave me a little bit of trouble, and I'm trying to get the facial expression right, but I think I did a fairly good job in creating likeness in these today. So I'm pretty happy with the way these sketches are turning out. Alright, so I have a little bit more of a plan for the rest of this video, but first I do want to just kind of darken some of these details and kind of fix a few things here. So this is the drawing of Dante. I did it a little while ago and I really like that one. Alright, so if you're wondering how we got to this point right here, I wanted to put these drawings together and make a piece, because this photo was taken of the two of them together playing guitar, and I just happened to draw them on separate pages in my ELO sketchbook. So I went ahead and took a photo of each of them and I added it to Procreate on my iPad, and I didn't even add any extra liner or anything. I just erased the background and some of the details or extra sketch marks I didn't like, and I'm literally coloring right over the photo of the drawings. So yes, it has a little bit of that gray color, but I kind of like having a base of a very light gray or tan color, and I like coloring with the sketch marks. It's just part of my personal style. I just like the way it looks, and by the time I add all the markers, you don't really see them anyways. So this is how I got this here. I just printed it out on some cardstock, and now I'm using some Ohuhu markers to color. Now, really the main part about this is just looking at your reference and keeping the lighting the same if you want to as the picture. In this drawing, I used some different colors like purples, reds, and blues on top of the drawing to kind of give it the illusion of lighting, because the stage lights were creating that kind of hue. So I did do that just to try to add a little bit of something interesting. And I'm just going to color like usual. Pretty much just like I said before, this is part of your style. Once you get the drawing down and you've kind of captured the reference with the sketch, this part is just up to you to kind of stylize it and color as you wish. I'm just going to continue coloring here. Might not talk the rest or the whole rest of the time. I have a few things to talk about, but I might just leave some background music on for part of this. But one thing I did want to say was this video is going up on Sunday, and I'm actually going to college the next day, if you are watching in real time. And so definitely expect maybe less videos on the channel. I am running 2 YouTube channels now. So I'm a little bit more busy, I guess, with the second channel, and with starting school. I have no idea what that's going to be like or how busy I'm going to be. We're just going to have to see how it goes, and I might not be able to post every week or every other week. It might be more like once every 3 weeks or something like that, but I would like to keep the schedule as is if I'm able to. So just I'll keep you updated on the community post, and definitely look out for new videos. I'm hoping to, make sure I keep up with it, but we'll see what happens. Just, keep that in mind. If you notice I'm not uploading as much, just know that I'm probably a little bit more busy. Now this is something you can do in a drawing like this. You can kind of stylize or simplify. His shirt in the photo had a like graphic on it of a tiger and some different things, and it was really cool, but sometimes details like that don't translate very well to stylized art like this. So I kind of decided, rather than to ruin the drawing with making a graphic on the shirt and it maybe not turn out looking that great, I decided to just use the colors that were in the shirt and just kind of blend them together in a pattern. So I kind of just stylized that element there, and that's something you can do when you're drawing. If there's an element, maybe a background or something like that, that is just a little too detailed and you think it might just get lost in the overall look of the drawing, then you can just maybe use similar colors and keep it a little more simple. And by the way, I absolutely love how this guitar just kind of pops on the darker colors of his outfit, and it's so bright. I absolutely love it. I feel like this side of the drawing turned out a little bit better than the other, just because I think the colors maybe are a little bit brighter. Over on the drawing of Steve, I use a lot of grays, you'll see, and stuff like that, and I feel like I didn't do as good on that drawing, but it's still really good. And I actually can't wait to hang this piece up in my studio. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Really, really like it. Alright, I got the drawing of Dante finished, and now we're going to work on the drawing of Steve. I am using the reference still, trying to use appropriate colors that I think would look good, and I'm trying to keep the lighting the same so it looks cohesive with the other drawing. Alright guys, I'm finishing this up. I actually forgot to film that last little bit there, but I did finish it up with some markers, some white gel pen, and I'm just adding a little bit of a background. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun with this one. I hope you learned some things about drawing from real life photos. Like I said, keep an eye out for those new videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!